Welcome to the Unknown Angler. If you've been watching my latest videos, you'll notice I'm using a Copper John Beadhead and I'm getting some really good success with it. This is my go-to fly throughout the winter. It's something that gets down to the fish really fast. I tie them on a barbless jiggy hook with an 1/8 inch bead, mainly because around here you need to be catch and release into winter, and these hooks work really well, and it makes it easier to release the fish. The other benefit is these jiggy hooks can go right on the bottom, and you don't have to worry about them snagging up as much as a regular hook, mainly because they ride hook up. Next, we're going to tie in some dark brown goose biots. These are a little tricky to tie in. You need to pinch them on the hook shank with your finger and hold them in place as you're wrapping them down, or they'll twist around the hook shank and they'll give you all kinds of problems. It takes a little getting used to, but it's easily done. So take your time, practice with it a little bit. Next, we're going to tie some ultra wire in medium. I like the red. You can use any color you want. The medium is used on this size 12 hook. I tie most of mine on the size 12. It turns out to about a size 14 fly. The hook shanks on these jiggy hooks are a little short. One little trick is the jiggy hooks have a slotted bead. I like to keep the slot up top of the bead, so push the wire into the slot before tying it down and then tie along the length of the wire. So wrap the wire forward about 2/3 the length of the hook shank. And then make a few wraps with thread and cut it off. It's going to leave a little sharp tip there. You want to smooth over that with the tip of the scissors or some other flat metal piece, because that will cut your thread very, very quickly when you wrap over it. Now tie in 5 to 6 strands of peacock herl and cut them off at the tips. And then grab the base with a pair of hackle pliers and spin, not too much, but spin the peacock herl together and start wrapping forward, giving yourself a nice little thorax. And last but not least, we're going to tie on a hackle from a genetic pen Wetfly cape. This is Prince Nip Brown. These capes are pretty cheap. It's worth it to buy one. You can use it on a lot of different flies. Only take about 2 wraps on this. We're not trying to over hackle it. We just need something that looks like legs up front. Also, if you noticed, I'm not tying a wing case on this at all, and I'm also not putting the normal drop of epoxy on top that you would put on a Beadhead Copper John. The reason for this is basically a guide fly, and you're going to lose a lot of these, so I wouldn't take the time to do that. You can if you want. It's more for your enjoyment than it is for the fishing. These flies work just as well without it. Now just pull the hackles back and take a few wraps to keep them there, and just whip finish the fly and you're done. Hope you enjoyed this video. See you next time.